Kadzo, Kenya, Africa. Ngoma from Bungoma. Drums from the town of drum beats. Ngoma from Bungoma. Topic: restrain this lunatic. This one here. This lunatic. In the land of drums, I talked about all types of hacks and thefts and caves underground. I talked about thugs appearing to places that matter like banks and KRA and now threatening those selling me business items. I put a pesticide to kill rats and they claimed I was calling them rats, and I put warvin to finish them. I never called anybody a rat. I just have a rat problem. But that is what they said, and they said they have warvin. I put warvin. I'm yet to come to terms with reality, but this is neither here nor there. This is a bullfight area, and a bull with the eyes, called bull's eye, swears we have to ensure he's denied access to money. I'm denied access to money and business, so that poverty statunga, that is poverty formation, succeeds, and then we can follow on with the usual standard procedures. But this is neither here or there. Let's go on. Let's get to important things. This lunatic is talking from the house of circumcision. This is the place in Luya land, the center of circumcision, the town of war and battle drums, and seeing the country of Kenya in another circumcision season. We just finished, but we are repeating. Circumcision season was last year, but Kenya is again in circumcision season. The season can be summed up by a Ugandan song by 3 Blue. There's a group called in Uganda 3 Blue. Beautiful ladies, they sing well. And this one they were singing in conjunction with a man called Navio. Blue, in normal cases, even when the Britons were talking, they were talking of the Blue Sea, and blue stood for the Navy. 3 Blue. Are they 3 naval ships or 3? And to spice everything, there is this sailor. Oh, a sailor? Yes. A person in charge of a ship. I forgot that name. You can find it in the other places. The one in charge, the one in charge of a ship. That one. He is called Navi O, and Navi O was spicing everything. He would fire the tomahawks in the middle of the song, and it's beautiful. I can see you burn. That is the circumcision season we have started here. Yes, you can see us burn. I plead to the house of Kintu. Oh, Kintu. Yeah, some people came from there. The house of Mukama, the house of Kabaka. And I found today on the internet that it is totemless. Sometimes back, I had heard some song from Uganda, some children singing, and they were talking of a house of Omusu. Aha. I don't know, but another lizard whispered to me from the house of Omusi. I beg fire. In our house of another lizard, the Pongo. This is the red-headed lizard with a totem of Imbongo. Imbongo is bongo, that antelope, or Nabongo. Now, for those who come from this area, you have been seeing Nabongo. I know you are born here, many of you don't know. Nabongo comes from the totem Imbongo. The house of Kintu should send fire to our house, to our hill, in Mumia's house, or Abalakusi, or Omugusi. Abalakusi are prophets So Mukusi, this Kindu person, this one from the lineage of Kindu is a prophet. Or Mogusi, or Omulogori, other prophets, meaning prophets. The house of Bongo or Nabongo says, our Kenyan love has gone cold. Is Manyanja a name for love? Because after seeing the three blues, I am approaching the Mayanja's family to give us some love. Please, whenever I talk, I'm not after you. Don't take me to court. I'm just using this to give some love to Kenya. This is the house of Mayanja, the house of love. And can we borrow from the house of love some fire to heat up the heat? In Nabongo land, Oguyanza can almost be similar to Mayanza. So let's get love from the house of love. Yes, some love from the house of Mayanja. The first love is from Weasel and the Late Radio. I don't know if I'm right, but I was told in the house of love, in the house of Mayanja, Weasel is supposed to be the firstborn. And then Kabidio, something like that. So let's get from the first song. And it's called Kuku. Please play this song before you continue. These are learning resources. Listen to the words and then we catch up together. It is called Kuku. Listen to this song before you can continue. I was a sitting cuckoo, or a sitting duck, or a sitting chicken. And the words you hear from that song are the seduction words they sang for me, adorned in wheelbarrow colors and rainbow suits. They sang those words to me. They looked handsome and I succumbed. Then they started trips and promises, and I wanted them to come back to our home, our love nest. The message to them was, Mamma Mia, please, before you continue again, play this song, Mamma Mia, by Chameleon. You find I was calling them back. Please come, these are our problems, this is everything we have. They were busy moving, looking at, what does Mahanja talk of oil and whatever? Listen to the song. You will get the message. That is Joseph Chameleon. Dr. Joseph Chameleon. The only dancehall musician that makes the whole of East Africa and Central Africa and beyond. When they listen to a song, they stop and dance. So he came with the jockey, Reborn. And we listened, we tried to give them this, but they were wondering. This guy is saying, come back, Reborn. But it looks like they couldn't interpret, they have left me. It appeared like I had left them with the 8 children and the other children. And they were saying those others don't have love, they only have money. But there is nobody with money, neither love. Nobody cares about me. So I left. I'm on my own. I left the marriage house and they could not understand why. They talked of those having love and having money. They were speaking in a different tongue. We could not understand one another. It was like we were from 2 different continents, 2 different languages. The understanding we had was neither here nor there. We had no communication. Then the grown-ups in the house started behaving like us, like our children, the 8 children. Wonder why? They started trading bulbs. In Kiswahili, we call it makabishano. We were amused instead of crying. We should have cried, but we were amused. I ask you to go to a song by 2 brothers. Now, this is another song now of our situation now. From the Love family, together with our two brothers from Tanzania. One is called Professor J. He's always with the other J of Mayanja in most four songs. And there is Feruzi. Feruzi, please, I'm not abusing you. I'm just trying to put this in context with our situation. Feruzi, let me put it out and call it Virusi, because I remember when you did a song, was it Stare or something? It has to do with Virusi. So I'm not abusing you. I'm just trying to put it in the context of our situation. So Virusi and Chameleon did a song called Bombo Clat. Please download Bombo Clat. Listen to it to the end. It's going to tell you about our situation now. Our situation now. With those who are supposed to lead us trading paths. Listen to what they are saying. Listen to one says, your house is so dirty that cockroaches have to put on slippers so that their feet don't get dirty. Imagine a house. One is telling the other that your house is so dirty that cockroaches are even afraid to walk barefoot because they'll get dirty. They put on slippers to walk. That is above. Then a second one says, you are very told that you can sell maize and ground nuts to passengers in a plane while it's in flight. Imagine. That is what another one tells another one. That you are very, very tall. So even when a plane is up there in the air, just the way we sell ground nuts and maize in matatus or our taxis here, you can start and sell them. Ground nuts, maize, maize, maize. Then number 3 says, everything in your family has a bad head, and I can't think straight. You call your donkey stupid, your cows foolish, and your goats nincompoop, and they all laugh because they are dandites. And we laugh. But we have reached a point also when we are retorting. And this is our retort. Let's give them Bongo Clat by the brothers Weasel and Chameleon together to show them where they have put us. Please, listen to it. If you can go to the lyrics, go to the lyrics to them. I don't know, I've not checked the lyrics, but I think it should be having lyrics. Now, Bombo Clat. From Bombo Clat, our retort now. Now we the Kenyans have also realized that we met them in Mombasa. You remember during the Mombasa place? Mombasa, the beautiful town, Mombasa Raha. Mombasa is a town of joy, relaxation in Kenya. But previously, it was a town of war. So we're bringing them another song by Chameleon. It's called Beikali. And when we met them during this Beikali, they were in Mombasa. And now, we are changing the name to Mombasa. Because we went to Mombasa with love. But now, we are with anger. And we are going to sing them. Wanapenda vitu za Beikali. Beikali, eh? Beikali. It is music. Whether it says Kali or Gali, that is a thing. Wanapenda vitu za Beikali. Hata chochote kifanyiki, hawatujali. So this is what we are going to do. We've gone to Kampala. You've seen that we've taken you to a small hotel. You want to go to Sheraton. And eventually we shall end up in Kigali. And in Kigali, some people may be talking of Ugali or helicopters or flying, something like that. But we assure you, just like that song Beikali says, all of you, tutatoroka tuwawache mkila ugali na tutawapiga na kura vikali. End of quote. That is the lunatic talking. Restrain the lunatic.